Yeah, I'ma make this shit hot. Oh, I'ma light this shit up. Yeah, I'ma make this shit hot. Oh, I'ma light this shit up.
Yo guys, what's going on? Yes, I'm back. I'm not gonna give you some dumb excuse. I have not been enjoying YouTube. Okay, let's just get this. I'm not giving you an excuse. I wasn't on YouTube. I didn't want to be on YouTube. Just deal with it. And I'm not gonna be one of them YouTubers lying to your face saying YouTube's the most important thing in my life, because it really isn't. No offense. Yes, it makes me some money on the side. Yes, it is nice when I see the comments. But at the same time, I'm not going to sacrifice important things in my life for it. If that makes sense. Yeah. Anyway, but I was just really uncomfortable with YouTube. I was always thinking about what I'd say, how I was saying it, like what you guys think of it. And you had never heard me talk. I actually talk with my friends like at all. I always try to be like the polite guy on YouTube, but I've kind of lost the care to do it. So if you don't like the way I talk from now on, just deal with it. Like, no one is forcing to watch my videos. I do not chuck them into your face. I ask you to watch them, and if you enjoy them, you enjoy them. If you don't, you can just click off. Other than that, I'm gonna try to do what someone recommended me to do. Big shout out to them, but I forgot what the Instagram tag was. 1 second, I'll get it up, because I am the nice guy now. Joking. Open. It should be in. They literally just recommended me to focus on one Whatif at a time, and that's what. Oh my god. Sorry guys, I had to cut it off. I had to edit out a huge chunk. I went really quiet. That's why I said, oh my god, I was literally quiet for 2 minutes. Yes, I did a live editing. I didn't wait. I know. So impressed. But anyway, let's just get into this. I'm gonna focus on one Whatif at a time, and this one is gonna be What If Naruto Was Life and God of Life and Death Part 2. If you do enjoy, subscribe, comment down below. We're nearly at 20k subs. I'm not expecting to hit it by the end of the year. I took a massive break. That's expected, and I'm just gonna try to have fun with it. But if I don't and I leave YouTube, I'm gonna leave YouTube, guys. Let's just hope that don't happen. Anyway, also I got done for apparently tax evasion. Well, not fully, but I didn't know I didn't know I had to pay taxes on YouTube videos because I'm 14, but I had to do it all. So that was another thing. Everything got put on lock for a solid like 2 weeks. Well, not too well. My payments got put on lock, and they're still on lock, but my actual YouTube channel was locked for a whole month. That was mad. Actually, I don't know how long it was. It was either 2 weeks or a month. Either or, take it or leave it. But let's just jump into it, and I'm done wasting your time. I'll put a heading at the start saying if you want to skip forwards, skip. And let's just get into this. Last time we left off was Naruto was fighting Zabuza and Haku. And with his Reaper, like his Death Blade from the Reaper, he cut Zabuza and ended up taking both his and Haku's soul. And with that, let's continue. Everyone who saw this was insanely shocked. Genin just easily took down one of the legendary swordsmen of the mist, and someone he's probably trained all his life. And Kakashi just smirks, thinking, look, I do have a student, and he just thinks back to Minato Sensei, thinking, Sensei, I might be able to do you proud after all. And with that, they carry on walking home. Sasuke's looking Naruto up and down, along with Sakura, but Sakura's too scared to ask anything, but Sasuke outright asks, what was that? Naruto just looks at him and blatantly says, oh, it was this blade that I was born with. I can take anyone's soul with it and make it my soldiers. Sololeveling. If you don't get that reference, I don't like it, sorry. And Sasuke like, wait, soldiers, does that mean? And Naruto smirks, and out of his shadow appear Zabuza and Haku, but they're in a shadowy like form, and Zabuza was blue and Zabuza was purple and Haku was blue. And they both bow down to Naruto and jump back into his shadow. Naruto told him how he has full control over both of them now, and it's just, he's done. And they get back to the Leaf Village, and Naruto walks in and gets dirty looks for everyone, and he just goes, what do you think you're looking at? I'll smack you about the village like that. And they all freeze up a bit, remembering what happened. And then he starts laughing. Imagine being scared of a Guinea and wait, at least you know I'll smack you about. And then Karen's walking. Kakashi laughs. He's happy that Naruto's went from just taking this beating to actually arguing and scaring them back. And they report to the third Hokage. Kakashi tells the third Hokage everything except for the fact that Naruto made Zabuza and Haku his soldiers at Naruto's request. And yeah, that's what happens, mate. What happens after this? I forgot. I haven't watched Naruto in ages. Oh yes, I remember now. And then Kakashi, so they get given roughly about a week's break. And after this, Kakashi tells them that they're going to take part in the Chunin exams. And Naruto already know what this is, puts a smirk on his face. He's getting closer and closer to achieving his dream of becoming Hokage and actually sorting out this village, helping those who need it, not those who want it. And Sakura just gets happy thinking she gets to show off to Sasuke, and Sasuke gets happy thinking he's one step closer to achieving his dream of avenging his clan. And with this time frame, they get another week off the train, which they do. But I'd say halfway through this week, Naruto's training relentlessly, to the point where he actually passes out and he wakes up in his own mind. He wakes up in front of a cage with a nine-tailed fox who roars at him, and Naruto just laughs and puts his hand in the cage, and then like a pressure wave sending Kurama flying into the wall and starts walking away. I don't know if I made Naruto and Kurama friends yet. I'm just gonna stick with that they're not yet. This is gonna basically be like a refresh start. Just go with it. And he's walking around. He can sense other presences, and that's when he finally gets to it. A room sealed off. Naruto tries to put his hand on it, and he gets blown back. It's as if he isn't ready for this power yet. But Naruto's the main character. He doesn't give a damn. And he gets angry. Something deep inside just puts out. He's like, who do you think you are trying to stop me? Do you know who I am? And he rips his hand through the seal. It burns up his hand, and Naruto just laughs, thinking, you think that hurts me after what I've been through? And he rips the seal away. And next is left a cage door. Naruto tries prying the door off, and it can't come off. And it will not come off. Naruto just starts laughing, thinking, you don't know who I am still. And he just rips the door off. And he starts laughing, and his eyes were glowing red, and he can sense Kurama coming from he can sense chakra coming from that weird fox creature. He just ignores it. He can sense it trying to take him over, but he's way too strong for that, and Kurama senses this and cuts it out. And when he walks into this door, he sees two people, one with glowing white hair, and the other one with somewhat darkness, where it's literally pitch black, as if it was making everything around it go dark. It had its own aura. And he just looks at him, like, who are you? In my head, get out. And before they can even say anything, they all just start laughing, except for Naruto, as this is the god of death and life, like the god of life and death. They have never been talking to like this before, like ever. And they just start laughing and said, you are a vessel, huh? They still have no idea that Naruto isn't their vessel. He's took their power. And they try to force Naruto to his knees, and it just happens to them instead. And they just get shocked, like, what? This should be impossible. Just a mere mortal. One sec, guys, I'm getting a phone call. And I'm back 2 hours later. Anyway, I got a phone call and had to go run to my friend's house for a bit. And anyway, then they said, what, a mere mortal forcing us, the god of life and death, forcing us, the god of life and death itself, to their knees. Naruto just looks at him and says, you're nothing but an empty vessel for a power that is no longer yours. Now leave my mind. Naruto puts up his hand, and the two people there just start disintegrating, but not before they fly into his seal. Like the particles of them flying to his seal, but Naruto just ignores this. He knows that they want to try anything, he'll just slap him about. And yeah, Naruto exits his mind and carries on with his training. He just starts realizing more and more stuff is happening. He's slowly unlocking more powers. As right now he's only been using the power of death, but the power of life is starting to shine through. Naruto can literally heal from any injury. He could become literally a speck of dust and heal. he can literally create new life or end it. And it's just limitless possibilities with him. Anyway, now we go to the start of the tuning exams, where Konohamaru is getting actually picked on by Gaara and Konohamaru and Tamari. And they pick him up, and Naruto's watching this from the side. And at first he was just letting it happen, as he knows Konohamaru needs to learn to fight his own battles. But when he got picked up by... Kankuro, that's his name. When he got picked up by Kankuro, whatever his name is, that's when Naruto stepped in. And before he could even do anything, Kankuro's wrist got slammed into the ground, and there was this loud crack coming from it. And in a flash, Naruto's hand is on top of Kankuro's wrist and his throat, and said, if I didn't stop you, you would have started a war between your villages. That little kid over there has to be the third Hokage's grandson. And Naruto starts putting pressure on his foot above, like putting pressure on Kankuro's neck, and he starts gasping for air. Temari, I can't talk to Temari. Temari. That's it, Temari. Attacks him, and Naruto just looks at it and blows it away with his hand. This captures Gaara's attention. And he jumps down and releases some bloodlust and telling him to release him. Naruto laughs, bloodlust against him, funniest thing he's ever heard.
Me release him? How about I release you from this world?
Gaara gets taken aback by the bloodlust pouring out of Naruto, but he isn't scared of it. He's felt more from Shukaku. And Gaara sends his Sand to attack Naruto, get him off Kankuro, but the Sand somewhat stops, as if it's scared of Naruto, and starts retreating a bit. Gaara tries forcing it forwards, but suddenly realises he just embarrassed himself and calls his Sand back. And he says, well, I may not be able to attack you. You will never get past my perfect defense. And Naruto just laughs in perfect defense. We'll see about that. And before he can say anything, Naruto, in a flash, appears in front of Gaara, and he swings his arm. Gaara-san goes to block this, but Naruto easily breaks through this. And what the Raikage in Killer Bee always does, I forgot what it's called, wraps his round arm around Gaara's neck and slams him into the ground. And it's like, before you come into my village, my end, you better watch yourself. And he just starts laughing like crazy. And he finally gets up, and his sand armor all over his body is cracked, and he's sitting there enraged, but he's taking deep breaths. He's keeping Shukaku under control for now. Then we get to the written test. Naruto is just a straight genius. Omni-malevolent. Wait, no. I don't know what it's called. Whatever it is, where it's all-knowing. It's omnipotent, omnibenevolent, and I don't care. Naruto easily breezes through that. And then we get to the Forest of Death. The teams are the same, and it begins quite easy. Naruto, Sasuke and Sakura, you know what, no more stuttering. Need to get a sip of my lemon Volvic water. Ready, join with me. That was lovely. Their training was actually beneficial. Sasuke actually got a lot of training with Kakashi. And Sakura, let's just say Naruto helped her a little bit. And they're actually keeping up with Naruto, who isn't at all going near his full speed, but they're far ahead of any other group. Even Gaara, who's flying with his sand, can't keep up with them. And they're running through that, and then they wait for the attack. That's when they see a random group comes through, and Naruto sends his Shadow-clones to deal with it as they just relax. Within the first 10 seconds of Naruto sending out a Shadow-clone, they come back with 5 scrolls. So that's it. No one even questions it anymore. After seeing Naruto easily beat Kakashi, they know that Naruto's going to breeze through this. And they're probably not going to be surprised when Naruto gets promoted to a Jonin after this. And with that, Naruto just sits and waits. And he suddenly decides he needs to go for a leak. So he walks off. And this is when he gets attacked by people in a weird mask. But this doesn't at all affect Naruto. They fly at him, and Naruto puts up his finger and blocks it. Then grabs onto their face and rips the mask off. I was like, we're not on a pandemic, what are you doing? And chakra starts building around Naruto's arm, and he swings it back, sending that ninja flying backwards, crushing in his chest. Not killing him because plotting it. And then he looks at the rest of them, and with a stare, with the pure bloodlust coming from Naruto's stare, they pass out. Naruto just thinks, boring, when I ever get a real challenge, and walks back to his group. Naruto gets questioned by Sasuke like canon, but easily just tells him to shut up before he smacks him, which Sasuke listens to, knowing that Naruto can do it. And everything goes exactly the same as canon. Except when Naruto gets captured by that big snake, instead of getting captured, Naruto literally kills it with one punch. One punch! Forget I did that. And I've lost my words, mate. And then, while he was dealing with the snake, Orochimaru attacks Sasuke and Sakura. But before Hide can even get a scratch on him, Naruto comes in with a flying kick to the side of his face, sending him flying through multiple trees. Orochimaru feels the strength of this kick and thinks that must have been the third Hokage, but he just sees a Genin standing before him. But Orochimaru's learned from his extensive research and playing with life and death, he can sense something different about this kid, something powerful, and he gets a feeling that this kid is more fallible than Sasuke Uchiha. And that belief is shown off as soon as he sees Naruto with an activated pair of Sharingan. But they quickly fade. Naruto did this just for a flex. He knows what Orochimaru wants. He's read about him. He wants Sasuke's Sharingan. And if Orochimaru thinks that Naruto has it as well, Sasuke is no longer a target. So he attacks Naruto, and Naruto just easily dodging, finessing, doing whatever he likes. He even starts dancing at one point, which makes Orochimaru enraged, and he sends thousands of snakes out. But these snakes turn on Orochimaru just as quickly. They're not going to mess with a god of life and death. So Orochimaru kills all his snakes. He's never had this happen before. All his dirty little trumps cards are being used against him. And that's when he launched out a sword from his mouth, and Naruto grabbed it. And Orochimaru tried getting away, but Naruto just wouldn't let go. And to Orochimaru's surprise, his sword wasn't cutting Naruto's hands. Naruto slowly, bit by bit, pulled Orochimaru closer and closer towards him, and shoved his hand down his throat. Orochimaru could feel Naruto's hands holding his heart. Naruto just starts laughing, saying, this heartbeat. Boom, boom, boom. I could end your life right now, and you can do nothing about it. Try to kill me, I dare you. None of your attacks will even penetrate my skin. And Orochimaru, for the first time in years, has felt actual fear. As Naruto sends a somewhat dark energy into Orochimaru's heart, he starts screaming in pain. And Naruto pulls his hands out. Orochimaru lays there spinning on the ground, holding his chest, screaming, "You evil boy, what have you done?" And that same black substance, that black liquid, starts pouring out from Orochimaru's mouth. Naruto pulls out his sword of a Reaper and places it on Orochimaru's skin, on his arm. And Orochimaru's arm freezes. It wasn't a cut, it was just placing. And Orochimaru recognises this, the cold touch of death that he's faced more than once. How was it in that sword? What Orochimaru's been trying to do for years, beat death and use its power. He's seen they've made Genin do it in front of him. He's not even at the age of 14. And Naruto just laughs, and he summons up Zabuza and says, "Deal with this for me." Orochimaru recognises this, but before he can say anything, Zabuza grabs his sword and cleaves it, and just cleaves Orochimaru in half. Of course Orochimaru survives this, but Naruto seals him within his blade, for now. Not killing him. And he opens up his scroll, knowing that Iruka would show up, and tells him about Orochimaru, showing him his top half that was still alive. Iruka's shaken by this, speeds to the third Hokage, who arrives in seconds, and asks Naruto to show him. He pulls out the dismembered Orochimaru. The third Hokage winces at seeing used to be one of his favourite students dismembered, but knows that Naruto hasn't done this without a reason. And he attempts to go to take Orochimaru into questioning, which he gets Naruto's sword placed to his chest. Naruto has no shame, no fear. He's telling Hokage straight, "This is my kill." And third Hokage looks away and accepts it. Naruto slices Orochimaru's head, killing him once and for all. and we can see his soul get his sword into Naruto's blade. But Naruto doesn't summon his soldiers. He wants to keep that secret still. And for the next part, you're gonna have to wait and see, because I ain't gonna tell you nothing. If you did enjoy it, like and subscribe, hit the like goal of 75 likes. And peace out, guys. Bye.